All right, I'm going to show you how to finish or to do an install of Windows 10. I've created a virtual machine here and booted from the thumb drive, and I'll send you some more stuff about how to make sure you boot from that. When you boot from the thumb drive, this is the first thing that comes up. So you click Next and Install, and then if the thumb drive is there, it's going to ask you a couple questions about which drive to use. So we'll get to that part when we get there. But first, you're going to see a license screen. You do Accept and Next. You're going to want to do Install Windows Only. You want to skip the upgrade part. And so what's going on is you're going to have two drives, drive 0 and some partitions, and then drive 1 and some partitions. Drive 1 is the thumb drive, so you don't want to mess with that. But these, you want to click all of these and hit delete. And so it'll be unallocated space, and you go to partition 1 and delete, click OK. And you keep doing that until all those partitions are gone. At least all the drive 0 partitions are gone. Now we've got nothing but unallocated space on drive 0. You click Next, and it's going to actually put everything on drive 0. This part takes a while, so I'm going to pause it. Okay, so the automated stuff is ready for our input again. So you just click Yes on the United States. That's going to ask us about a keyboard as well. And then I'm going to skip the rest of it. Now here's a part that it's always annoying. It's going to ask you basically how much ad tracking they can set up. And normally I would be very serious about turning it off, but you don't have to because the debloat tool is going to take care of it for us. I'm going to pause this while it spins. All right, here's the part where they want us to sign in with Microsoft, which you never want to do. In this case, it'll say domain join instead, but depends on which flavor of the operating system you're looking at. But basically, you want to choose the other option, which is putting in a name. So I'm just going to put in demo here, and then I'll leave the password blank. You can, of course, put in a password. I'm just doing this to save time. And hit no on the activity history, hit decline on the digital assistant. Hit accept on this because, like I said, we'll come back and clean it up later. And now it's going to take a few more minutes to run. Okay, it's done setting itself up, so now we're going to log in and patiently wait for the screen to load. And here we are. So I'm going to open up Windows Explorer, and when it comes up, we'll see I'm going to go to this PC and scroll down to the D drive. That's the thumb drive. A little file here that says Misha read this. It's just instructions. There's going to be a little more stuff on yours, but there's a folder called Extras. And then what you need to do is go to the installer, right-click it, and hit Run as Administrator. It'll ask you yes, and then it's going to kick itself off. So the first it's going to do is ask if you want to install the browsers. You hit yes, and it'll do the purpose of all this is to save you some time and make sure all the steps are handled correctly because it's a script, so it'll do it all themselves. So this runs for a minute, and I'll pause this while it's going. Okay, that step is run, and now here's your chance to remove the bloatware, which is Enter Y to remove bloatware. So we're going to do that, and it's going to start up a PowerShell script, which is kind of cool. It's not especially fast. It takes a little while to come up. Here we are. So what you want to do is go to Remove Bloatware with Customized Blacklist. This takes a little while, and you'll see the stuff back here chugging along. I'll pause this while it runs. Okay, that's done. You'll see there's a thing down here that says Bloatware Removed. Now we're going to do some other stuff. This is a little faster. Disable Cortana, and that's turning off that little assistant thing that's very annoying. Stop Edge PDF Takeover. What that does is makes it so that if you double-click a PDF file, it doesn't launch this horrible Microsoft browser. We're going to disable telemetry and tasks, and you'll see that go here, and that's all done. And that's the part where I was telling you when there's that installation screen of all of the optional services that you have to turn off. This turns it off for you, so it's a little faster this way. Unpin tiles from Start menu takes a lot of the junk off of your Start menu. You'll see that this is clean now. I'm going to do uninstall OneDrive. This is a bit slower than the rest of them, so I'm going to pause it again. Okay, that's done, and now I'm going to do Remove Bloatware Registry Keys. This one just cleans out a bunch of stuff from your registry. It's not critical, but it's a good thing to do since we're in here. And once this finishes, we're going to close the Windows 10 debloater, and it's going to jump right ahead and let us install Office. So it says additional bloatware keys removed. We're good. We're all done. So we do that. And I'm going to hit no on this because you're looking at an outdated version of the script. This is actually not going to be on your thumb drive. But the part where it says enter Y to install MS Office, it is. You hit Y, and it's just going to kick off an Office install, and that's it. Once this finishes, you're pretty much done. Next thing you want to do is, I'm going to pause that and we'll come back to it. You'll want to go to Settings, let this thing load up, and go to Update and Security, and check for updates, and that's going to run for a while, and it's going to force you to reboot as well. I'm going to click Continue on this, and they can run in parallel. They'll squawk a little bit, but it's fine. Anyway, this is all you have to do. So once this is done, you're going to have that machine will be all installed and ready to go. So there you go. Give me a holler if you have any questions, and let me know how it goes. Thanks.